Good morning, hello there, everybody out there. My name's Ian. I do apologise. I'll be putting this one and the podcast I did last week out at the same time. I was just so excited after the last few days on what's been going on. I thought, I've got to do another podcast straight away. I'm still really tired today. I was at Liverpool yesterday. We got presented with the Premier League trophy. What was even more amazing was they had the cameras for us to use again. I believe they were doing a few weeks ago. They were doing a pilot. Like testing if people thought they were okay, I think. But now I think, hopefully the club will have them every week in the new season. But yesterday was great because they had someone videoing it or streaming it on Sky, and the presentations and everything. So I watched it through that rather than trying to navigate around the TV. The only thing that I'm gonna feed something back to them. The only thing that I would say is it's a shame. I like watching the game through their camera. It's a shame I can't zoom in myself on their pictures. That would be amazing. But you can't have everything, I guess. My name, like I say, if you've not heard this before, this is Ian in relation to my book Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. Hopefully you've already read my book. I'll either talk about things that have happened in my book, or I'll talk about what I've been doing because I live even though I can't see and I can't walk, I still live a fairly active life. And it's a shame not to share it with everyone, which is what we're doing today. So the build up to the game yesterday was quite amazing. I went into the shop because I wanted to get like a discounted jacket, but unfortunately there wasn't any in there, so I'll have to have a look online on the website maybe. And then we went, and also the stall that there's usually a guy selling some pictures. I've got them plastered all around my house. And that guy wasn't there either, otherwise I was going. I remember that guy from about 20 years ago as well, so I don't think he went away and came back. I think he's been there most weeks, because again he wasn't there yesterday. So hopefully I'll see him in the new year, in the new season, with to get some more pictures. And then we went into the ground and we had a beer, and as we usually do these days, and then we went and sat. And unfortunately, because they gave me the camera, they didn't give me a radio as well, which I quite enjoy. Listening to the commentary and trying to see what's going on. I may query that with the club over the summer, because I tried using I do take a normal radio with me, and I tried using that, but I found Everton's game being commentated on, but I couldn't find the Liverpool game, so that was a bit annoying. It's just nice because I can, confirm what I'm seeing. I mean, I didn't realise until we got back in the car on the way home. I didn't realise we'd gone down to 10 men. It was just one of my mates had mentioned it on the way home. But we drew with Crystal Palace. We scored fairly near the end. I don't think anyone was just going through the motions, I think. Because one, we've already won the league, and two, Crystal Palace, they could have maybe moved up one or two places, but they aren't going to get in Europe, and they've no danger of going down. It was the first year after 25 years that I've actually been able to see what's been going on the pitch, like on the Tottenham certainly on last game of the season, because even when we haven't won the league on other years, we've usually stayed well. The players have done a lap of honour, and they bring all the kids. They bring all their families out, and it's quite an occasion. So it was the first time that I have witnessed that, being physically able to see what's going on. I can see, like, if someone walks in front of me, like a few feet in front of me, but I wouldn't be able to recognise who they were. One year I went with one of my carers to the Hillsborough Memorial. They used to have at Liverpool. I'm not sure if they do now. These after 30 years, I'm not sure if they do now. But the one year that we went, my carer, she doesn't know anything about football. So the only person she recognised when the players walked past us was Steven Gerrard. And unfortunately, I just knew there was people there. I couldn't see who was who. But so no, we'll be going again next year. Unfortunately, I don't go to the European Games because I stopped 1 year, and then I was out of the cup scheme. I mean, I could still maybe get the odd ticket, but it is very taxing. I mean, I'm very tired. Even like a day like today, when we got back at say 9 o'clock. Rather than 1 o'clock. So there will be still a few midweek games, like a couple of league games and 1 or 2 League Cup games midweek. But so I'm not gonna do Europe again next year. And I've asked all my friends separately that, they're happy to help me. So, so it's all good. My friend came on Thursday. One of the people I used to go to college with, he came and we went for a pizza, then we went for a boat ride. Down the Ouse, and then he went home. But yeah, he comes up from Derby now and again. We went to college in the mid-90s, but if you haven't already heard this before, welcome. And please, if you haven't already got my book, please get it now. It's called Living with Mitochondria Against All Odds. It's on Amazon. And I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, anyway, thanks very much for listening, and goodbye.